Problem 15 is asking us to warm up for a match. A tennis player hits the 57-gram ball vertically with her racket. If the ball is stationary just before it is hit and goes 5.5 meters high, what impulse does she impart to it? Okay, so once again we have some knowns and we have some givens. So the givens are that the mass of the ball is 57 grams and its maximum height is 5.5 meters, and we know that impulse equals, and we also know by the impulse momentum theorem that the change in momentum during the time interval and the impulse of the net force equals this, which will equal P2 minus P1. Okay, so we're going to be using these equations. So to calculate this, first we need to find the velocity of the ball just before it hit, which will be, I'll denote that by initial velocity, and so we substitute the maximum height. So so we do maximum height, and then we do initial height, which is 0, and then we're going to do gravity as negative 9.8, and then max velocity is 0 into a kinematic equation. So we're going to do so 0 will equal so the initial velocity equals 10.4 meters per second. So now we substitute the initial velocity and mass into equation 1. So we get P2 will equal 57 times 10 to the negative 3 times the velocity we just found, 10.4, and that will equal 0.59 kilograms meters per second, and we know that P1 equals 0, so now we plug in the values that we found for P1, 0, and then for P2, 0.59 into our second equation. So we get that J equals 0.59 minus 0, which equals 0.59. And that is that.